Gucci Mane has just spoken publicly on Instagram Live after being attacked by affiliates of Pooh Shiesty, and what he said changes everything. On January 10th, 2026, 3 music industry professionals, including Gucci Mane, traveled to Dallas, Texas, for what they believed was a business meeting. According to the Department of Justice, Pooh Shiesty arranged this sit-down. Shiesty, whose real name is Lontrell Williams Jr., had been signed to Gucci Mane's 1017 records since 2020. He was upset with the terms of his contract and wanted to be released. Now, Shiesty had only been out of federal prison since October 2025 after serving over 3 years on firearms conspiracy charges. He was still on home confinement, wearing an ankle monitor at the time of this meeting. According to the federal criminal complaint, Gucci Mane arrived in Dallas around 1 in the afternoon with his head of security. The meeting was at a recording studio inside an office building. Shiesty's father, Lontrell Williams Sr., had called the studio owner ahead of time, saying his son and Gucci were going to record music. A little after 3:40 in the afternoon, 9 suspects entered the studio. Gucci suggested they reschedule, but Shiesty asked to speak with him in the attached recording room. Gucci agreed and went in with Shiesty, his father, and rapper Big 30. Once inside, Shiesty pulled out contract termination paperwork and told Gucci to sign. Gucci declined. Shiesty became agitated and the two argued. Then, according to the DOJ, Shiesty pulled what appeared to be a black AK-style pistol from a bag and pointed it at Gucci Mane, demanding he sign the papers. Gucci signed, but it did not stop there. One of the suspects recorded Gucci on a cell phone, forcing him to say on camera that he released Pooh Shiesty from the contract. Shiesty then took Gucci's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and cash. He consulted with his father about whether the paperwork looked correct. His father said it needed a date, so Shiesty forced Gucci to add one next to his signature. Meanwhile, in the control room, 6 other armed suspects pulled weapons on the 2 remaining victims. One victim had a Rolex, wallet, AirPods, and a Louis Vuitton bag stolen. That person was choked from behind to the point of near unconsciousness. The victims were barricaded inside the room and believed they were about to be executed. Now, here is where the investigation picks up. On April 1st, 2026, the FBI raided Pooh Shiesty's family home in Cordova, Tennessee. Shiesty was arrested in Dallas. His father was taken into custody in Memphis. In total, 8 of 9 suspects were apprehended across Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. The Department of Justice charged all 9 individuals. If convicted, each defendant faces up to life in prison. Investigators relied on electronic monitoring data from Shiesty's ankle monitor, cell phone records, license plate readers, surveillance footage, fingerprints, and rental car records tied to Shiesty's father. Several of the suspects even posted photos of the stolen items on social media just hours after the crime. And here is where the snitching talk begins. When the DOJ criminal complaint became public, people noticed a section about the identification of target suspects through Instagram. In the documents, Gucci Mane, referred to by his initials RD, and the other 2 victims identified their attackers, including Pooh Shiesty and Big 30. That detail is what triggered the snitching allegations. Then, an old video of Gucci resurfaced from a past Instagram Live, where he said the only thing he believes in is not telling the police. Going even further back, in a 2006 interview, Gucci stated he had never snitched on anybody and never would. He said he would not snitch to save his own life. 50 Cent was not going to let this one slide. In a since-deleted Instagram post, 50 mocked Gucci, referencing the 2005 killing of Young Jeezy associate Pookie Lock, a case in which Gucci was cleared on self-defense grounds. 50 also posted a clip from the DOJ press conference and questioned Gucci's street credibility. Memphis rapper Finesse 2 Times offered a different angle, suggesting that Gucci's head of security, who is reportedly a retired police officer, may be the one cooperating with authorities. Rollo, a rapper formerly signed to 1017, actually defended Gucci, saying people should not bash him over this situation. As it stands right now, Gucci Mane has not said a word publicly about the snitching allegations or the kidnapping itself. When rumors first came out back in January, he posted Instagram photos showing off his jewelry, which many took as a silent denial that he had been robbed. But the DOJ paperwork tells a different story. One suspect remains at large. The case is still under investigation, and the hip-hop world is watching, because the man who built his reputation on street credibility now has snitching allegations attached to his name. And in hip-hop, that label is not easy to shake.